Wow, let me tell you, how has Battle Spirits been doing? It looks like it's going to be a repeat performance of how it did before. So, this is a booster box of the first set of Battle Spirit Saga, and as you can see by the thumbnail and the video title, I got this thing for... Yeah, this thing has a suggested retail price in like excess of $100. It is 24 packs that are suggested to be sold for like $5 a piece. So, yeah, we're in a bit of a pickle here. So, the thing about Battle Spirit Saga, the reason that Bandai really wanted to push Battle Spirit Saga, from what I can estimate, is that they are doing so well with like Dragon Ball and Digimon and One Piece that they wanted to bring over their flagship property. Battle Spirit Saga is their Magic the Gathering. It is their Duel Masters. It is their game I do not like to name. It is their premier card game, and it is one that had a lot of crossovers with the cards that eventually got like the real thing. So I think they thought that because they had seen success with the stuff based on the brands that they owned, that they could successfully bring over Battle Spirits Saga by itself, but kind of did everything wrong. I mean, they did do some things right. One of the things they released is the game does require the plastic cores to play, but they put out like a little set that's like a box with 2 booster packs, a couple of promo cards, and all of the cores one player needs to play. So you could buy a starter deck, or you could buy one of those little like jumpstart packets in order to get your collection rolling. But their promotions for this game was very weird. It was very aggressive, for one thing. They hyped this up as like the next big thing. So of course the stores either did or were cajoled into buying up stuff like it was going to be the next big thing, but then it wasn't. So $20 is a pretty low price. $20 is like less than $1 per pack here, although if I add in the shipping, it jumps up to about $1.33, $1.50 a pack. But considering that there are stores selling it for like $38, which is well below cost, tells me that they were disappointed by their turnout here. Part of it was, you know, how they handled the marketing was kind of mismanaged. They threw the cards to people like Avril Lavigne, who I don't really think is a gamer. They wanted like a pocket celebrity like Magic and Warhammer have, but they didn't really manage to do it. In fact, sending something to a singing idol is like something they make fun of in the Wheatcross cartoon. They also kind of crashed into the reality that Battle Spirit Saga is okay. It's an okay game. I think it's a fine game. The problem is it's a fine game in a time when we are just being absolutely inundated with new stuff. This was pinched between Grand Archive and Lorcana and a bajillion things that came off of Kickstarter. There is not really an appetite for a new high fantasy themed card game, especially one with as over-designed a layout, as over-designed a user interface as Battle Spirit Saga is. So yeah, it's been a struggle. Like I say, it's a fine game. The problem is it's only fine. It's not like mind-blowing or revolutionary. It has neat mechanics with the cores where you manipulate them around to use them to, you know, help reduce costs on other cards and stuff like that. It is an interesting resource mechanic, but I don't think it really had the punch. I mean, if they really wanted to capture people, I think they probably should have done a better job, like, establishing, like, the history. I know this is called Dawn of History, but I don't really feel like there's an emphasis on, like, the pedigree that this game has. I mean, if they really wanted to draw people in, personally, I would have, like, whipped up some quick subtitles of the anime, the old animes, and put them on YouTube the way that they do with Gundam. Yeah, if you go to Gundam Info, all one word, they have, like, many seasons of the shows. I think they kind of have, like, the 0079 movies up perpetually. It's worth an exploration. If they'd done this with Battle Spirits, they might have had a little more build to it. So yeah, this game has had a pretty bad rollout. There's a very good chance that it might be covered by Tales from the Bargain Bin this October, unless something else catastrophic happens. I actually took a look at the valuation of the cards on this set. The only card that is not an alternate art print that is above $10 there's exactly one. It is I think it's some kind of like ice shield card or something that allows you to like like prevent taking damage. It's like the only card that's worth anything. But let's have a look. So it is 24 packs, Dawn of History. The cores decide our fate. We have, okay, we have our list back here. 272 types. That's a lot, but considering this is a starter set, I shouldn't be too surprised. Like I said, I do feel there should have been a greater emphasis, well, there probably should have been a greater emphasis on sending these things to, like, actual card game players. They sent a bunch of stuff to Avril Lavigne, and yet I, somebody who is an established card game critic person who has featured, like, Battle Spirits t-shirts and Battle Spirits playmats on his videos, had to enter a contest to get one demo set. So, of course, we have our box topper. It is one featured here. Divine Halberd Dragon Arc. Neither player's life can be reduced by an attack by a spirit that has 2,000 or less SP, so it's a floodgate. When this spirit attacks, select one of your opponent's spirits with 2,000 or less BP and destroy it. So this is a floodgate to prevent your opponent from landing blows. Not a bad card. Seems like something you'd use in early game. And so we do have some very flashy artwork, although, like I pointed out before, this is because Battle Spirits has a long history and a long pedigree. Like, the Siege Worm from the demo set is actually from, like, the anime's first season. So I do feel like maybe there should be a greater emphasis on that history. Whereas here, I don't really see anything written here other than the cores decide our fate. Feels like a bit of a wasted opportunity. So let's see what we get in here. Oh, they also introduced, like, a Saga rare for a card that's, you know, not the most popular. So we have our token in the back. Oh, 4 cores and 7 years ago. Only Americans will get that joke. But yeah, this is, you know, just a basic core card, so you don't even have to buy, like, the core set. The core set is nice, but these can be used, like, tokens or energy cards, I guess. There's also one for the Soul Core, which is the red one, which is, like, you can only have one of those and play at a time, so it's something you have to invest wisely. It does have interesting resource mechanics. The problem is the card UI is a bit of a mess. There's a lot of, there's probably way too much detail going on a lot of the things here, especially the way this bottom section is set up. There's just a lot going on. Boa Trickster, so Curse, so that's Death Touch. So I've already explained how the game works. It has a cost, but this is how much you can reduce the cost of the card by if you have more of these creatures in play. You can reduce the cost to play the card in the first place, and there are certain levels, thresholds that you reach by having a number of cores on it. So this one, if you play with 1 core, it's power 2,000. If you play with 2 cores, it's power 3,000. Although, considering that this thing has Death Touch, you probably want to be fairly sparing on it. You do, even if a card is able to be reduced to 0, like we might find something that can be reduced to 0 with enough, you still have to spend 1 core to put on here. And you're allowed to spend as many cores as you want, and you're allowed to move your cores around as much as you want. So it's a very flexible system for its limitations. Dino Man Tyrannoid. Here's another one. Treat this spirit as a level 3 if you have 2 or fewer spirits on your field. Okay, so it becomes 6,000 power early game. So a good early game aggro card. Cannon Beast Mech Liomail. Armor Purple. This spirit cannot be selected by the effects of your opponent's spirits, nexuses, or magics of this specific color. Okay, so protection from purple, basically, when this spirit blocks at level 2. So this is a card that has an ability that only works when it's level 2. So you can level up your cards, move them around. When someone draw a card, kind of a boring pack so far. Shield Knight Gardener. Refresh the spirit when one of your purple spirits is destroyed. Ancient Amethyst Palace. When placed, discard the top card of your deck. If it is not a spirit card, select one of your opponent's spirits, remove a core from it, and place it into their reserve. So it has so this thing is, I guess, supposed to be a bit of a hybrid card. So it has a level 1/0. I guess the idea is that you could use it as a one-shot if you wanted to. Raccoon Guard, just a basic generic one. Power 5,000 with just 2 cores. Burning Force, select one of your opponent's nexuses and destroy it. Or flash, select 2 of your opponent's 3,000 with, so it gets 2 effects. It's a magic spell, but again, you can reduce the cost of it to 3 by having 2 reds in play. Dark Knight Palomedes. Select one of your opponent's exhausted spirits. You may attack that spirit. Fortress Metropolis, Nauman City. When you summon a machine spirit card that costs 6 or more, count the symbol on this nexus as 3 white symbols. Oh, okay. So when this card is in play, it helps reduce the cost of your cards. That's actually really good. So this is the uncommon. What's the rare of the set? Divine Mars, Dragon, Ares, Dragoon. So regular rare. Oh, did I get 2 rares in the pack? Oh, I got a double rare. Look at that. Okay. Divine Mars, Dragon, Ares, Dragoon. That kind of makes up for the fact that on my other box, I got a pack with no rares in it at all. Ares Dragoon, so it's another Star Dragon. You may remove any number of cores from your other spirits and place them onto this spirit when destroyed effects. So Flash allows you... Normally you're allowed to rearrange your cores whenever you want. This allows you to do it like in battle or on your opponent's turn. Let me refresh your spirits with Awaken. Oh, okay. Then when summoned, reveal 1 card from the top of your deck for each yellow spirit and nexus you control. Add all magic cards and the revealed cards to your hand. During either attack step, if this card has a soul gem on it, you may use magic cards in your hand without paying their cost. Oh, wow, that's actually pretty good. That's a very good card. That seems like an important card for yellow. So 2 hits in that 1 pack. Not bad at all. Sure, why not? Let's keep going. That's kind of the pull tab there. We have 5 cores, which is your starting life. So you could theoretically like start with put this up as your life total and then, you know, flip it into your resource area as you go on. Kind of neat. Bones Scout, just a generic one. Flying Turtle, reveal the top card of your deck. If it is a Fabled Beast Spirit, add it to your hand. If not, discard it. So there are some archetypes there. Automatic Gunner, very generic. Like a generic, like 1 cost that this is the kind of thing you put into play to help cheat other cards out. Nebula Dragon. Count this spirit symbol as 2 red symbols if it has a... 2 red symbols if it has a soul gem on it. So that's for like casting action spells, I guess. Raccoon Guard. Sacred Thundering Peaks. During your attack step, when one of your spells spirits is destroyed via comparing BP, that is, you know, in battle, select a spirit that costs less than the destroyed spirit from your trash and return it to your hand. When one of your spirits with Confront attacks first during your turn, it is refreshed. So Confront means your opponent must block. Heavy Tank Curiosity. When your mecha spirits would be destroyed by your opponent's destruction effects, they remain on the field exhausted instead. Oh, okay, that's card effect specifically. Netherworld Depths. Blaze Dragon Magwo. Select one of your spirits, place 2 cores from your trash onto it. Okay. That seems handy. That's like if you use it to play a spell, then you can manipulate your stats a bit. Angelic Pressure. Select one of your opponent's spirits, reduce its BP by 3,000 during its turn. So that's something you use with the Archangel. Royal Potion and Phobos Dragon. So I got a common parallel this time. So let's see if I can space this out a little better. Okay. Refresh all your spirits that cost 2. So, if your spirit has soul cord, you may use magic cards from your hand without playing their cost during either attack step. So that's something you'd use for an attack step. Play it for free. Use that as a surprise. So this seems like it can do a lot when you have a bunch of them. Okay, so we have a new type. I like to open these carefully. Satellite Falcon, just generic. Werewolf Commando, generic. Crafter Fairy Lepre. When one of your appearance with Luster is blocked, treat your opponent's blocking spirit as level 1 during the battle. I'm not sure what that means. I'll see that later, I'm sure. A lot of generics in this pack. Dream Blizzard. Main. Return all nexuses to their owner's hands. Okay. Flying Arc. Oh, it's a nexus. I thought this was a creature for a second. During your attack step, all spirits with Luster gain 2,000 BP. So I'll find out what Luster is, I'm sure. During your attack step, draw a card when one of your spirits is destroyed. Nice. Well, it's my attack step. Well, that's something you use with cards with, what was it, Curse, the Death Touch? Stream Otter, Machine Beast. When the spirit blocks, it gains 4,000. Okay. Snow Flacken. Armor Red. Select one of your opponents with Confront or Curse and return it to their hand. Oh, that's neat. And Protection from Red. White Hole Dragon. When destroyed, select one of your opponent's spirits with BP equal to or lower than this one and destroy it. Okay. And it has Awaken as well. Automatic Gunner as our parallel. Armored Dragon Ship Enterprise. Oh, this is another X. Protection from red, purple, and white. Are there no greens in this, I've noticed? When this spirit blocks, refresh this spirit once per turn. All your spirits gain protection from red, purple, and white. I just noticed, oh, there's a soul core, one core in the back. I just noticed, I haven't seen any green cards. Haha, maybe this is why the people turned on this game, is because it's incomplete. It doesn't feature any green cards in it. That's like something I literally warned about in the unmixable attributes video, is, you know, not covering all of your cards. And if this card set just doesn't have any green cards in it, I can understand why people would get frustrated when they just straight up introduce another major color. Because I think there are only 5 or 6 colors, like, in the history of the game. So not featuring one in an entire booster set strikes me as a bit of a dumb decision. Okay, one core, this is the soul core, yep. Alright, Pentan, reduce the cost of the first magic card used each turn by 1. Dragnel Guard, this is from the demo set. Emperador, generic Camelot Knight. This spirit gains curse if it has a soul gem on it. Okay, Chain Viper. Forest of Steel Leaves, if you have a burst card, your white nexuses cannot be destroyed by the effects of your opponent's red spirits or magic. Okay. When you have a burst card set. When one of your spirits is destroyed by your opponent, select one of their nexuses and return it to their hand. Oh, I didn't notice that the Enterprise can get up to 12,000 power. That's actually pretty good. Cornered Flame Rat. Oh, it's the thing that they made Inuyasha's cloak out of. While the spirit attacks, draw a card when you reduce your opponent's life with this spirit's attack. Ooh, not bad. Angelic Pressure. Select one of your opponent's spirits. We already saw that. Ascension 0. Oh, this is a burst card. You can set one burst card as a trap and play it for free when the conditions are met. Snowflakin, Deadly Balance, another rare, and Rocket City, so common. Did I forget to pull the rare from the last pack? Oh, yep, there's one. And that's all of them, because I've only opened 4 packs so far. Alright. Oh, and there's the Archangel on it. Okay. Still, yeah. I can see why people abandon the game. It's like, wait, you left an entire color out of your introductory set. So we have the Soul Core. Spear Angel. During either main step, all nexuses lose their level 1 effects and cannot regain them. Okay. Bearded Eagle. Head Ice Maid Fulla. Your opponent's effects cannot remove cores from the spirit or any spirit with a soul core on it. Not bad. Phobos Dragon, basic. Star Knight Aglavale. Dark Knight Aglavale. Or Aglavali, however it is. When destroyed, draw a card that has a... Okay, so it's the purple version of like the Parasaurolophus. Core Theft. Select one of your opponent's spirits, then discard any number of cards and place one core from that spirit onto their trash for each card you discarded. Seems risky, but might work. Arcana Soldier Sink. Where Stars Are Born. When placed, reveal one card from the top of your deck for each Star Dragon spirit you control. Add one red spirit card from the revealed cards to your hand, and that's when played. So you can play it with 0 cores, it'll just immediately go away. When one of your spirits that costs 4 or more attacks, select one of your opponent's spirits with 1,000 or fewer BP and destroy it. Burst Venom. Select one spirit, remove all but one core from it, and place them into their owner's reserve. You may then play this card and activate its flash effect. Twilight Dragon Rider Flavum. When you use a magic card, select one of your opponent's spirits after that card effect resolves and exhaust it. Okay, so this is another one that you're supposed to combo with. Luster. When the battle ends, return all magic cards used during the battle from your trash to your hand. Okay, that's actually a very good effect. Heaven Blade Dragon Ryuta. During either main step, cores that would be placed into either player's life are placed in on this spirit instead. Okay, so that barricades the ice guard. Your spirits cannot be returned to your hands or deck by your opponent's card, and Arcana Knight Hex. Draw a card when your life increases, which does not work if the Dragon Blade is in play. If there was a way to flash this guy into play, he'd actually be really good. Another 5 cores. I would like to get 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ice Maid, Boa Stricter, Lumen Angel Cereal, a generic, Camelot Knight, Exhaust Nexus. Oh wow, 7 power. Oh, it's a burst card. Look at that. During this turn, reduce the BP of all of your opponent's spirits by 1,000 for each Nexus they control. You may then play this card's cost to activate this effect. Reduce the BP of all opponent's spirits by 3,000 during this turn. Oh, wow, that's actually really good. When an opponent resolves a spirit's when summoned effect. Oh, that's pretty good. Because it punishes opponents who use a lot of Nexus. Fairy Blacksmith, very generic. You'd think a Fairy Blacksmith would do something else. Rocket City. Infinity Mothership. At the start of your step, place all cores from your trash into your reserve. Okay. Oh, that's good. That's during the opponent's attack step. During your core step, if you control a Mecha Spirit, gain 2 cores during your core step instead of 1. Oh, those are both good. Regain. Select one of your opponent's spirits that is not currently attacking and refresh it. Flavum again. Divine Flower Queen Marigold. When summoned, you may reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 magic card from the revealed cards to your hand. Return the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck. If you spent a soul card, reveal the top 5 cards instead. Oh, that's good. And at a cost of just 3, that's good like early game searching. And Volcanic Break for our foil. Getting a lot of good yellow cards in this setup, although I think, yeah, that's a yellow. I'm getting a lot of good yellow cards in this setup so far. There's number 2. What numbers do I have on the core so far? Because I want to go 5, 4... So I only need a 3 now, because the soul core is the 1. Pentaceratops looks more like a bull than a dinosaur, or I guess it has the... Oh, Pentaceratops, so it has 5 horns, I see. It looks more like a bull, though, even with the Styracosaurus thing. Armored Beast Gull Burst. Devilish Prankster Imp. During your attack step, select one of your opponent's spirits. When one of your Shadow's spirits reduces your opponent's life, remove a core from it and place it on your opponent's reserve. Okay. Gale Yale. Generic Dark Matter. Select a spirit card that costs 4 or fewer from your trash and return it to your hand. You may then play this card's cost to activate its effect, so that's a burst effect when you lose life. Okay. Chain Viper, Forest of Steel Leaves, Fortress Metropolis, Nauman City. Another Nexus. Okay, count the oh, we already looked at that one. Blessed Cathedral, another Nexus. Draw a card when one of your yellow spirits is destroyed. Head Snow Librarian. Place a core from your trash into your reserve. If you place a soul core into your reserve with this effect, the spirit gains 3,000. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of yellows. And Common Spear Angel. Phantom Beast King Lin. Select one of your opponent's spirits for each fabled beast spirit you control. They are treated as level 1 during this turn. Nice. There's 2. I just need 3. Flying Turtle, Oviraptidon. Armored Beast, Bale. Magic Swordsman, Dragonaga. When summoned, draw a card if you spend soul energy as part of the spirit's summoning cost. Oh, the soul gem, yeah. Return all Nexuses to the owner's hand. Sacred Thundering Peaks. When one of your spirits with Confront attacks first during your turn, it is refreshed. Horned Penguin. Interesting that would be like a fire type that raises penguins. Poison Mist. During one of your turn, when all of your spirits with Curse gain the following. When the spirit attacks, select one of your opponent's exhausted spirits. You may attack that spirit. Okay. Gun Knight Heavy Barrel. When destroyed by an opponent, select one of your opponent's spirits with a when summoned effect and return it to the bottom of their deck. Earth Spider Demon. If this spirit has a soul core, select one of your opponent's spirits, remove a core from it, and place it in their reserve. Not bad. Divine Mars, we already saw. Ice Maiden Mark II. Protection from purple and yellow. Now that's protection from effects, not protection from combat, I believe. But yeah, a bit of a bummer that's missing the thing there. Oviraptidon, Dragonguard, Fairy Flautist, another generic. Earth Spider Demon, Counter Sword. Select one of your opponent's spirits and return to the top of their deck. You may then play this card's cost to activate its effect. Place a core from the void into your life. When an opponent resolves a... This is a good one. That's a good one. That's not the one that people are talking about. Ascension 0. Flame Emperor Agniphon. When summoned, destroy all opponent's spirits with 4,000 or fewer BP that have when summoned effects. Seems a bit strict, but I guess he's not that expensive. And... Snow again. 4. Okay. So I have pulled a cover card, one of the booster cards. I wonder if I can get the weird Ashura Snake Lady. Crafter Fairy, Suppression, select one spirit, it gains 3000 BP during the turn. Spends its full, that card can block while exhausted. Okay, Shield Knight. Gardener, Rotting Swamp, Ancient Fault. Oh, it's a fossil. Treat this Nexus's symbol as 2 red symbols. Why can't they just print 2 red symbols down here? During your attack step, when your Pterosaur spirit destroys an opponent's spirit via comparing BP, select one of your opponent's spirits with the BP equal to that of the destroyed spirit and destroy it, so you get to double up. Dilophosa. The spirit cannot block your opponent's spirits, but it's like an 8,000 power for just 3 cores. Counter Sword. Now we already looked at that one. Core Theft. Oh, Counter Sword. It's a rare. That's an uncommon. Oh no, did it happen again? Oh no! You just saw that in real time. I just had another pack with no rare in it. Yeah, it's real. I paused the video. I went and played it back. There are common, uncommon, and the foil is a common. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 1 core. I am 2 for 2 on getting booster packs with no rare in them. What the heck is going on with this game? I have literally referred to the rare spot in the game as sacred. It's not something you mess with. It's not something you screw up, and yet through some either twist of fate or just general bad design, it's happened to me twice with this game. One is a coincidence, but when it happens twice, it starts to become a pattern. What is going on over here? So that's another thing that I think hurts this game, is that, it has some pretty bad quality control. Completely excluding the color green from the base set certainly did not help. Moving on. Hippocampo, it's blessed. Place a core from the void into your life when the spirit attack reduces your opponent's life. Nebula Dragon, count this spirit symbol as 2 if it has the soul core. I looked at that, look at that. Oh, Type 90 Tankmobile. Type 90 Tankmobile, nothing. That's the friggin' Hildolfer from Gundam right there. Armor red, protection from red and white. It also gets protection from purple at higher levels. Burning Force, select one of your opponent's nexuses and destroy it. It's the same one. Arcana Soldier Sync. Green Field of the Victor. Oh, I guess these go with the cards. If you only have yellow spirits, all your spirits gain 1,000, so that would be good for my spirits deck during your start step. If all the spirits in your field cost the same amount, select one during your opponent's spirits, reduce its BP by 2,000. Caladrius, it has luster, so you return all the cards. It's a doctor. Why is it a doctor? That's weird. Volcanic Break. War Angel Sheen, Mind Eye Celestial. So a rare and an X. Grand Underworld Trio Queen Meduk. So I got one of the ones on the front of the booster box, and I got an extra rare. But here's the thing, that really in my mind does not make up for the rare that I missed out on. I think we'll see if it's one of my bonus spots or not. Do they have odds on here? Odds on here anywhere of how common it is to get a rare? It doesn't. Oh, joy. Okay, on to the next one. Boa Trickster, Pranceratops, Victor, Raccoon Guard, Gleam of Hope. Draw a card, all your spells with luster or blessed gain, all your spirits with luster or blessed gain 1,000. Okay, that might be useful. Buster, Fenrir Cannon. I think you're supposed to combo this with the Archangel card to return to make it free, and then there's not with luster. Yeah. Buster, Fenrir Cannon. Return all opponent spirits that cost 2 or less to their hand. Okay, that can be good early game. Sage Beast Iberix. All of your magic cards gain a yellow reduction symbol. Okay, it's expensive, but you can reduce it to 3 with a bit of trickery, and that can help. Bython. When the spirit attacks, draw a card if the spirit has a soul core on it. Easy to use. Mecha Beast Fortress Naumengard. Draw 3 cards, place 3 cores from the void into your reserve. When destroyed by an opponent. So I don't know if that counts as like attacking directly with something. At power 7,000, it's not really something you can do that easily. And Dinoman Tyrannoid, a common. That's the rare. Yep, got a rare in that pack. But man, oh, nope, nope, I think I'm still missing a 3. I have 5, 4, 2, 4. Are there no 3s? That'd be a bit of an oversight if there were no 3s, so that people could use that as the life counter to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I guess that makes too much sense. This is another 5. Armored Beast, Golden Bursty, Flame Fish. If this spirit has a soul core on it, select one of your opponent's spirits with 4,000 or less and destroy it. Oh, when destroyed, but at cost 2, that can do some good stuff. Heeks, Type 90 Thankmobile, Dark Matter, Counter Sword, Earth Spider, Demon, Beldigor of the Dark World 7, and Dual Gun, Mechlord, Drim, Dyna. So another where I got a rare and an X in the same pack. Immortal costs 4 or 5. You may summon the spirit card from your trash when one of your other spirits that costs 4 or 5 is destroyed. Okay. Summon from the trash. How does that even work? Does that mean you can pay to do it? Does it happen automatically? That's a little vague. Select one of your opponent's exhausted spirits that cost 4 or less and destroy it. When summoned, when the spirit attacks, play the spirit's soul core to select one of your white spirits for each nexus the other player controls. The selected spirits cannot be blocked during this turn. So, a Nexus Punisher. Okay. So we are up to 4 X's. I think we're about halfway through the pack, so that makes sense. And we are running out of cards to talk about. Oh. Let's get rid of some of this here. There's another 2. If they did not make a 3, I'm going to be annoyed. Bone Scout, very of a generic. Gem Beast Carbulk. Isn't that supposed to be Carbuncle? Oh well. And Kylosaur Gaston. No one shaves like Gaston. Fights big knaves like Gaston. Illusiona, another generic one. I think I have like the original one of that. Heavy Tank Curiosity. When your mecha spirits would be destroyed by your opponent. Oh, we already got that. Dark Matter, Fairy Flautist, Where Stars Are Born, Dark Knight Palomedes. Select one of your opponent's exhausted spirits, you may attack that spirit. Okay. Buster Fenrir Cannon. So I guess the ability to target opposing spirits is a unique thing. Buster Fenrir Cannon. Sky, Dragonlord Platinum, and Magic Swordsman Dragonaga. Okay, so return all of your opponent's spirits that cost 2 or less to their hand. That's a good early game card. I think we've already seen that one. Sky, Dragonlord Platinum. Return all spirits of 3,000 or fewer BP to their opponent's hand. It can have its cost reduced, and you do have a decent amount of gems to start the game with, so not impossible to use that ability at practically any point in the game, really. Especially if it wipes out your opponent's chump blockers. Here's another one, which means it's a soul core. Dragon. So it's all stuff we've seen, Angel Throne, so we have a rare. Select a yellow magic card that costs 4 from a trash and return it to your hand. And Gem Beast Carbuncle. Oh, I'm sorry, Carbulk. Because referring to something as Carbuncle, I guess, is out of the question. Oh, and by the way, if you Google the word Carbuncle, make sure you add a qualifier to it, like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Final Fantasy, otherwise you'll see some kind of weird foot thing. 5, and you do not want to see it. Character Fairy Lepre, Iguan Knife. All your Pterosaur spirits gain plus 1,000 during the turn that you summon it, and it's a 1 cost. So you can bring it out to help reduce costs and things like that. King Herald, refresh a spirit one of your spirits with armor blocks. Dark Lancer Cavalry, draw a card. Stream Otter, Gleam of Hope. Chain Viper, Netherworld Depths, Volcanic Canyon. Phantasm, Arch Knight Zenith. And Dark Knight Mordred. And Starblessed Draw. I don't know if I've seen that one yet. Dark Knight Mordred. Select one of your opponent's exhausted spirits, remove 2 cores from it, and place them into their reserve. Okay. Select one of your opponent's spirits, remove a core from it, and place it into their reserve. Oh, whoops, into rare. So the card that everyone's looking for is, I think it's called Perfect Ice Shield. Like I said, it's the only card valued higher than $10 in the whole set. There's a 4. Phobos Dragon, I think this is mostly stuff we've seen before. Pentan Chick. When you use a magic card, count each symbol on your lyric birds. Spirits as 2 when calculating cost reduction. Dream Blizzard. Regain. Select one of your spirits not currently attacking and refresh it. I don't know if that's very good. Ancient Fault. Flying Turtle. War Angel Sheen. Mind Eye Celestial. Luster, and once per turn when you use a magic card, refresh the spirit after that card's effect resolves. Okay. So that's, well, I guess the dilemma is figuring out how to cause the cards to recurse into your hand. Pentan, Over Pterodon, Emperador, Scythejaw, that's a new one, but it's a generic. Great Bow Angel, Fairy Blacksmith, Ancient Amethyst Palace. Oh, that was like from the first pack. Cornered Flame Rat, Arcanite Hex, Burst Venom, Gun Knight Heavy Barrel. Select one of your opponent's spirits of the heavy when summoned effect and return to the bottom of their deck. Horned Penguin. Oh, it happened again! No way! Common 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and a Soul Core. Common, uncommon, common Soul Core. 2 packs have had no rare in them. Did Bandai never hear that the rare slot is sacred? Imagine if you buy 1 pack of cards and you find that it has, like, no rare in it. I mean, don't even try to say that the 2 foil rares I've gotten along with my X's offset this. No. The fact that I'm getting packs with no rare in them, that is a mistake on the part of the manufacturer. A pretty bad one. This one got 2! That's not even done yet. We've had 2 with no rares in it. Jumping Jehoshaphat's. Flying Turtle, Gleam of Hope, Skella Viper, Green Fields of the Victor, Stream Otter, Phantasmal Paradise, Dilafosa, Sage Beast Iberix, and Dread Knight Nemesis. Okay. Select one of your spirits and we destroy it to activate one of the following effects. You can either select one of your opponent's spirits, place 2 Corpsmen into their reserve, or draw 2 cards. Oh, that's actually really good. Especially if it's a character with a death ability. So that actually allows you to trigger on-death abilities, and that's when it attacks. And when it's destroyed, your opponent selects one of their spirits and destroys it. Okay, that seems kind of good. Because if any of your spirits have on-death effects, he can activate them. 2! It's insane. Bullet Ray, Werewolf Commando, Gale Yale, Head Ice Maid Fula, Flame Breath. That's a pretty funny picture. Select one of your opponent's spirits with 4,000 of your VP to destroy it. Alright. Fairy Flautist, Rotting Swamp, Gun Knight, Heavy Barrel, White Hole Dragon, Blessed Cathedral, Big Bang Energy. Okay. During this turn, all Star Dragons, so we have that, and Cornered Flame Rat, another 2. Did they really not put out a 3-core card? They put out 5 and 4 and 2 and 1, but not a 3. That's bizarre to me, because that seems like a perfect way to easily count people's life. 4 again. Dark Knight, Algavale, Vajra, Camel Knight, Skilla Viper, Rocket City, Sage Beast Iberix, Fierce Gorer, Horn Grizzly, Confront. Your opponent must block if able when it attacks. Okay, there it is. Star Blessed Draw, Raging Dino, Dyrano Rex. I think this is one of the ones that people really want. Confront. Your opponent must block if able. Select one of your opponent's spirits with 4,000 or fewer BP and destroy it. It can have its cost reduced down all the way to 3. That, I think, is like the next most valued one after Perfect Ice Shield, and I think maybe it's like $5. It's sad the state this game is in. I mean, it needs a healthy secondary market for sure. I'm not against cards having value, I'm against them having obscene value for no reason. And I still haven't found any special cards yet. Another 4. Bearded Eagle, King, Herald, Scythejaw, Lumen Angel, Suppression, Centaursaurus, that's new. Oh, Deadly Balance. Oh, is this my super? I got Barry Blacksmith, and instead of a token, I guess I did get a token. Your opponent selects one of their spirits and select one of your spirits, destroy both spirits. And at cost 3, which cost can be reduced to 1, especially if an opponent has only 1 left. Okay. Is that normally a rare? Seems neat though, so that is my special for the box. Centaursaurus, with a spirit attacks, reveal the top card of your deck. If it is a Pterosaur spirit card, add it to your hand. If not, return it to the top of your deck. Alright, 2 more packs. We got the special one. It wasn't anything that I don't think anybody wants. The fact that you're giving your opponent the choice on what to die is not great. Gaston, Pentan. Volcanic Canyon, Sky, Dragon Lord Platinum, so I got a rare and an X. And God Beast Behemoth. Okay. Our Eternal Spirits of 3,000 or fewer BP to your owner's hands, so that's got a bonus rare, and God Beast Behemoth, and a 2. Your spirits that cost 2 cannot be blocked by your opponent's spirits that are level 2 or higher during this turn. When summoning this spirit card from your hand, you may use the symbols of any spirit cards in your trash that cost 2, in addition to the symbols on your field to reduce its cost. Okay. So this is something that can come into play like late game. That's good. I got a lot of good yellows, so I guess this might be a yellow deck box. Nebula Dragon. So this is the final pack. Great Bow Angel, Flying Arc, Heavy Tank Curiosity, Exhaust Nexus, Horn Grizzly, Sage Beast, We got a rare, Pegasus Cyclone, and Dark Lancer Cavalier. So, Armor Red and Purple. I think we've seen this one. Okay. So that's the box. We got 2 packs with no rares in it at all. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 special rares. I think that might be average for the set. So that's 7 X's and 1 special. I think that's how the box typically goes. A little stingy if you ask me. I think they could have done a little better with the box. Looks like I got 3 white, 2 black, and 2 yellow, and not a single red X, unless I put a red X I got somewhere different. Nope, that's it. Okay, that was something all right. It was a little difficult to get a feel for things. I mean, I did see like some strategies, like some involve removing cores from opponents, which allows them to bypass destroy effects or other sorts of interesting effects. There are a lot of cards that, you know, lower costs in the yellow department especially. There are cards that affect power-ups and power-downs. There are cards that... so there were definitely some strategies to note in there, but again, that problem from the first box I ever opened, but that I did not film, where we got packs with no rare in them, happened twice more. Once is happenstance, twice is coincidence, 3 times is enemy action, or I guess as the saying goes, a pattern. So yeah, there is a packing problem with Battle Spirits TCG as well, as if that wasn't bad enough. So yeah, that is it, the $20 booster box with 2 booster packs in it that were faulty and did not contain a rare card. Like I said, getting foils as rares is normal. It does not offset what happened. So yeah, bit of a disappointment. I will be back with more stuff, more games, more amazingness, but that is the Battle Spirit Saga Dawn of History booster box opening, and until next time, this is Kodak signing off. Twice, I tell ya.